by the side of a highway in the dark of night. 4 thugs were burning a corpse. They thought nobody aware of it. In fact, a passerby had already seen it. Sure enough, the next day the story hit the headlines. It became a national sensation. The body was burned and there was physical evidence. It was reasonably enough to be shot, but the result was the police found the 4 criminals not guilty. Not only that, Deputy Inspector Ravi, who arrested them, instead of being praised, instead, he was fired. The reason is simple. This gang of thugs, they often help the top brass to do some shady things, so every time they go to the police station, they are quickly released on bail. Their lawyer even provoked the police to their face. Before Ravi left a message. That night Ravi set the scumbags free, but not to set them free. He let them go to hell. Since the laws of India cannot enforce you, I will enforce it myself, 1 shot at a time. All dead. The incident quickly became a sensation in India. Ravi became an instant hero. His superior was also helped him peddle the media. The reason for killing the prisoners, because they opened fire on the police first. Ravi had no choice but to shoot them. The whole thing went from an extrajudicial execution to an emergency. But some people aren't happy about that. Human rights groups believe Ravi's actions are still a violation of human rights, and they've filed a court case against him. In fact, the judge thought Ravi had no problem doing it. He wasn't going to be sentenced at all. But the other side's lawyers dug out a bigger secret from this case. This ordinary-looking college professor Sarah was alive and well, but overnight, she was beaten by 4 thugs. She was finally burned alive by the time the police arrived. Sarah was already a black pile of charcoal. I didn't expect that after a few days of detention, they were all released without charge. Because they were the boys of the top brass who did the dirty work, they were above the law. And Deputy Inspector Ravi couldn't stand it. That night, he dragged them out into the field. They were lynched. As a result, the Indian Human Rights Organization filed a complaint. Ravi was taken to court. The charge was that extrajudicial executions are a violation of human rights. Look at this client lawyer on crutches. He has received thousands of petitions. The industry call him as a nickname, thousands of petitions. As soon as the trial started, Jack brought in a victim from another case. He started to tell the story. The daughter of the deceased was insulted by a 67-year-old man. The family appealed and was arrested and sent to jail. What's worse is that the daughter was intentionally hit by a car on the way to make a statement. As a result, no media cared about this matter. Even the court found him not guilty because the old man who committed the crime just won the election, became the local legislator. Hearing this, Ravi's lawyer, I, immediately argued, those are 2 different things, and as long as the court doesn't find him guilty, then it's not guilty. I didn't expect that to be true. Jack immediately turned the tables on him.
Those 4 men were not even produced in court, Mr. Prosecutor.
Then, Jack asked the women's rights representative for her soul. According to a report by the Criminal Records Bureau, every 15 minutes in India, every 15 minutes, a woman is assaulted in India. Why are you only concerned and shocked about Sarah's case? The answer is simple. Topic: traffic. Sarah's case is currently very hot in society. If women's rights representatives use public opinion well to create the topic of gender dichotomy, we can attract more fans. The key is that Sarah's autopsy report only claims that there is a possibility of sexual assault. It didn't fully qualify, but with the media's intentional hype, the case has been made into an ironclad one. Women's rights representatives and the media are not trying to report the truth. Rather, they are trying to fabricate the truth in their own favor. So what is the truth? As soon as the words left his mouth, Jack pointed to the man behind him and said, "He is the truth. The girl is a poor student of low caste. After a lot of hard work, studying to get into the best university, and worked her way up to a PhD. But for 7 years in a row she couldn't pass her doctoral thesis. Not because she was a poor student. It was because her high caste supervisor wouldn't allow it. The girl had written numerous papers over the years. Her supervisor took the title away from her. He made a fortune for himself, for his own financial gain. He would never allow the girl to graduate, and never.
And mind you, 7 సంవత్సరాలు కాదు 10 సంవత్సరాలైనా నువ్వు ఇక్కడి నుంచి చదివి బయటకు వెళ్ళాలంటే నేను సంతకం పెట్టాలి. ఓకే?
A desperate girl can only kill herself. For more than a few years, 52 college students in the prime of their youth lost their life for this reason. But the school never just suppresses the news. They don't solve the problem. The girl's father went to the police, but the police didn't do anything until Sarah found out what was going on, decided to investigate. This caused the mentor to kill. One night, he ran Sarah over with his car and killed her. That's the truth of the case. And the burning case was entirely the brainchild of Deputy Inspector Ravi. His top lieutenant was busy running for chief minister. When the story was reported, Ravi suppressed the news. He had 4 men smuggle it away to be burnt. After creating a car accident and making it visible, the incident aroused public sentiment, but it came up against the iron arm of the law. As a result, Ravi carried out extrajudicial executions to create the persona of a lone hero. Instead, he became popular with the public as Ravi's top lieutenant. His popularity rating also rose with Ravi's incident. With the butterfly effect, his campaign was a breeze. So this was essentially a play that Ravi set himself up, and then he killed him. Jack found Ravi's men. He was involved in every single thing. He admitted to himself that it was all a ruse by Ravi. This is the moment when the truth comes out. But does it end there? Not by a long shot. Before the trial, Ravi found his men, listened to their conversations.
అన్ని ఆధారాలు ఇందులో ఉన్నాయి. వీటిని కోర్టులో సబ్మిట్ చేసి నాకు వ్యతిరేకంగా సాక్ష్యం చెప్పాలి.
It was Ravi who asked his men to correct him because he's a cop. He has to answer to his conscience. If you make a mistake, you pay for it. And Jack was actually Ravi's predecessor. Before Ravi became a deputy inspector, he was the one who took the position. His goal was never to send Ravi to jail. It was to make the chief minister a man. He wanted to bring to justice a cold-blooded politician like the chief minister who was willing to kill and burn bodies to be punished by the law. At the end of the day, India has been dominated by a caste system that is over 3,000 years old. The higher castes can treat the first caste people as slaves. They can do anything they want against humanity without being liquidated by the law. So he wants to eliminate the concept of caste completely. Let everyone can live in this land because the world is the world of the people. This video is finished. Remember to like and pay attention if you like it. The next video is still exciting. We will see you again.